The Touch Type tool is a new tool for Illustrator CC. This is a really fun tool. It allows each character in a type object the ability to move independently of other characters. So we are able to manipulate each one of these characters individually by hand, which is a really fast, nice addition to our Illustrator type options. So right now when I click on this, you can see that all of this text is resting on a baseline. It's one object. If I click, you can see the whole thing is selected there. What has been done, if I select individual pieces here, let's go ahead and make my character panel be up so we can just take a look at what's happening. So you can see that the font is the same here, but what has been done is that certain areas are capitalized and certain are lowercase, so it gives the illusion of larger and smaller text. So with this Touch Type tool, which it's at the bottom of the list here, Touch Type tool, I'm able to actually click on a character to select it, as my little tooltip just told me. So I type my text, then I click the Touch Type tool, I click a letter, let's go for the C here. It ends up with its own bounding box, so to speak. So I have this rectangle with 5 points. Each point does something a bit different. So it's not that I'm going to grab a hold of this handle and rotate it, or grab a hold of this handle and rotate it. They each have their own purpose. So if I explain these here, the first being the top left point, this allows me to vertically scale it, meaning up and down. So I can squash it or I can extend it. That's all that point does. The next point actually is elevated above the box a bit, and this is the rotate. And notice when it does rotate it, it will push the other text away because it needs that space. What may have to happen is later on a kerning here to push the H closer to the C. So this one does the rotation. I'll just rotate it a little bit. Actually, let's put it straight up so you can see what the other tools do, or the other points. So the one in the top right, this one will allow me to do a uniform scale. So I'm constraining the proportions. It would be similar to pressing my Shift key to proportionally scale it. The bottom right does a horizontal, so it's going to stretch it in the horizontal direction, and that's all it does. So either squish it or extend it and spread it out. And then the bottom left will let me move this. So I actually can pick this up and move it, and you can see how the other letters sort of interact as I do this. So this is really fun. It allows us to play around a little bit with my text and still have it all be really one text object. There we go. You can see I'm kind of chasing it around. So it's a fun tool to play with.